Hi, my name is Dom. Welcome to episode 2 of What Would Dom Do? Today I decided to just brew some coffee in my kitchen. Today's question comes from Trevor, and he's asking, how do I brew a good French press at home?
Oh my goodness.
French presses are often called plungers, and a little bit of knowledge for you guys at home would be that I personally think that French press is a really sound brewing medium for coffee, that it allows you to brew a really rich, strong cup of coffee and get as much of the flavor out as possible. So for today, I'm going to brew a recipe where I use 6 grams of coffee to 100 grams of water. So this French press has total capacity of 800 milliliters or 800 grams, but I like to brew just a little bit shorter, so I'm going to brew 600 mils of coffee. So that means I need around 48 grams of ground coffee. So that's 48.6 grams there, which I'm more than comfortable with. I'm very lucky that I have a kettle that allows me to preset the temperature, but if you don't, just boil your water and then wait 1 minute for the water temperature to come back down, because we don't want to be brewing with boiling hot water. So always tearing out our scale and adding the water. Always want to time the extraction of the French press. So I'm going for 600 mils of water. So at this stage, the water creates this foamy head, and that's what we call the bloom of the coffee. And what we really want to be doing is making sure that all the coffee and the water is in contact with each other, and we're giving the coffee the best chance it can to brew all of the flavor of the coffee out. So what I've done here is a north, south, east, west agitation, which allows me to get all the coffee and the water brewing and extracting together. Always put your lid back on at this stage, but don't press. You can take it off the scale. The reason that I like to keep the lid on is it's just extra heat, and extra heat causes coffee extraction, and that's what the aim of the game is here, is to get all of those oils and all of the body out of the solids and all the grinds of the coffee and get it all brewing into the cup. So currently we're at 2 minutes. I like to brew for a total brewing time of 3 minutes. So another little trick that I like to do is at the 2 minutes 30 mark is I remove the crust or the extra foam or the crema of the coffee. So we're getting very close to 2 minutes 30 now, so I'm just going to take the lid of the French press off. And now a lot of people really like the foam or the crema of the coffee, but in actual fact they're the most intense and harsh elements of the coffee. So just by removing this and using 2 dessert spoons or 2 tablespoons, 2 soup spoons to remove that extra foam, really allows us to have a really smooth, balanced cup of coffee. And also what it does is it actually allows us to press the coffee much more easier, because we've broken this crust here and the plunging mechanism will press through much easier. So just putting the filter on and a nice even press. And it's going nice and easy, but if you ever get stuck, just pull up a little bit to remove the pressure and press down again. Because I'm a bit fussy with the way that I like to drink my coffee, I always just give it a little bit of a dash just to remove if there's any extra particulate in the way of the filter. I just remove that, and then at that point we're ready to enjoy French press. Simple as that. Thank you very much for joining me at episode 2 of What Would Dom Do. If you have any other questions about the coffee industry, about how to make coffee, you can contact us on Instagram or Facebook. Thank you very much.